ExpenseWatch empowers you to make intelligent, informed approval decisions. Approvers are notified via email when they have expense reports to approve. You can either log into ExpenseWatch directly or click in the link in the email. Once logged into the system, the Approval Inbox view shows a list of all transactions awaiting approval. In this view, summary information is represented, allowing you to quickly approve one or more transactions, assuming the Quick Approve option is turned on by your administrator. Or you can drill into specific transactions to view its line item details and supporting documentation to make approval decisions. The Approval Inbox is uniquely configurable, allowing you to see the information that is most important to you in the way that is most convenient to consume. Users can define the information they see for transactions in their inbox by using the column selection feature. Here, we can see all the data fields that are available for inclusion in our inbox. Columns can then be ordered in the manner most useful to you, using arrows in the column selector or by dragging and dropping the column where you would like to see it. Information can be configured by sorting any of the column headings. You can also create or clone new tabs with filters that will only show those transactions matching your filtering criteria. You also have access to historical information related to a transaction. And you can see the BU or departmental and GL account allocations for a particular transaction. From this view, you can also easily see if documentation or comments are attached to a transaction, inviting you to drill in to see more detailed information. We'll drill into this transaction now. There are three sections that comprise the transaction detail screen. The header area, which includes summary level information for this transaction, the middle line item section, and the bottom transaction reports section. The header section can be expanded or collapsed to provide more screen real estate for the line item detailed review. This area contains submitter and approver comments, approval workflow information, and attachments, if the submitter has attached them at the top of the expense report instead of at the line item. The middle line item detail section includes all the line items on a transaction, and, like the inbox, users have the ability to select which columns appear, the order that they appear, and also they are empowered with the ability to sort the line items by column headings. Line items of a transaction are initially shown in a summary form. You can drill in to see all details, including any comments or attachments. You have multiple ways you can view information about line items. The category view shows you the report summarized by category. You also have the ability to customize a report to print in this section. Simply check off the items you want to see, and that information will populate the report in the order that you made your selections. The receipt view allows you to cycle through all the receipts that have been attached either at the header or at the line item of this report. In the receipt view, you can see the expense details next to the receipt. If your administrator set maps to save as an attachment, you can review maps here as well. And lastly, the expense report items view, which is the default view when you drill into a transaction. You can drill further to each line item to see all of the expense details. Policy exceptions are automatically flagged and visible. You can approve or reject all items in this view, or approve selected items while rejecting others. You can save your approvals for this transaction in progress and come back to it later. You can add an additional reviewer on the fly, and set up a delegate approver should you be out of the office. At the bottom of the details screen, you may have the option to leverage select analytical reports, such as budget versus actual, to assist your approval decision, depending upon the permission you've been granted by your administrator. The Maps and Location report is a good option to show expense information from a geographical perspective over time for any expense category for which it is enabled. Once you've reviewed all line items, selecting the Process button forwards approved items to the next reviewer in your approval queue, while rejected items are sent back to the submitter with comments for rework. ExpenseWatch Mobile also conveniently lets you review and approve expense reports from your smartphone. Approvers see the Approve button from the home screen. Any transaction awaiting approval, including expense reports, requisitions, and invoices, are all easily accessible. You can quickly approve any transaction, or drill into any transaction for closer inspection, including any receipts or documents that are attached. You can approve or reject individual line items or the entire report. When you process your selections, you send approved items ahead and rejected items back to the submitter to rework. As an ExpenseWatch expense report approver, you have a robust set of tools available to fully empower you to make educated decisions and approve spending with confidence.